Facts First presents. American Airlines save thousands of dollars a year by making the tiniest change to its meal trays. Running an airline is a cutthroat business. The competition out there is high. No pun intended. Airlines try to offer the lowest price tickets to help them more, but they still have to worry about the bottom line. If they sell tickets for too little, it's impossible to turn a profit. And that's why airlines hire math geniuses and business experts to help them run the airline so that they can make money. Airlines have plenty of costs that they need to recuperate with their ticket sales. There are plenty of employees that have to be paid. Airlines must also pay for food and beverages. Of all the costs associated with running an airline, the most expensive is the cost of the fuel to fly the plane. Because that is such a considerable expense, many airlines are always trying to find ways to cut the cost of fuel, and one of the best ways is to reduce the weight of the plane, or the weight on the plane. Even reducing the weight by a single ounce will help burn less fuel while flying. Back in the 70s, when times were more relaxed and fuel was cheaper, airlines focused more on the comfort and satisfaction for their customers. The more an airline did to keep its customers happy, the more people would fly with them. Back then, airlines featured fancy lounges. When the plane was in the air, it was safe to move around. Customers could get a drink or two in the lounge. American Airlines was famous for its Wurlitzer organ and its piano bar. Back then, flying on a plane was meant to be just as entertaining as the person's destination was expected to be. Airlines thought that if they created a party atmosphere in the air, customers would keep coming back for more. As the cost of fuel increased, though, changes started to be made. If airlines were the way that they were in the 70s, the cost of tickets would be astronomical today. I know you probably think they are already, but they could be a lot worse. Increasing the price of a ticket would be the only way for airlines to stay in business today if they wanted to keep that party atmosphere going that they used to have. The increased cost of fuel put an end to the party in the sky. Airlines had to find ways to reduce the weight on planes, and they had some creative people working for them. One of the ways that American Airlines reduced the weight on the flights was to make each in-flight magazine 1 ounce lighter. That minor change, believe it or not, saved them $300,000 per year. Years ago, drinks on planes were served in fancy glasses to impress the customers. Also, the drinks that were poured came from glass bottles. When it came time to reduce costs and reduce the weight on planes, most airlines switched from glass to plastic. It saved the airline a ton of money. The drink carts that the flight attendants used to wheel up and down the aisle of the plane, they were made of metal. Those carts would weigh up to 100 pounds. Since that's a lot more weight than the airline wants to carry, they switched from metal drinking carts to plastic ones. They also made a drastic change with the cargo containers that are held under the plane. Like the drink carts, they were once made of metal. When airlines started reducing weight, they switched those to plastic as well. When you sit in your seat on a plane, you have a tray in front of you that folds down from the seat in front of you. It gives you a place to put your drink, your in-flight meal, and even do some work. During the 80s, these trays were made of metal. When it came time to start saving money, the metal trays were switched out with plastic ones. They weigh less than the metal trays, and it saved the airlines thousands. American Airlines saved thousands of dollars a year by making the tiniest change to its meal trays when they put them on. Not only did they switch out their metal trays for plastic ones, they also came up with another genius idea regarding what they put on the trays. Flights that last longer than 3 hours serve meals. The flights that serve meals also serve a salad, complete with olives. By cutting the number of olives in each salad just by a single olive, they were able to save $40,000 a year. Most people would never think of a simple thing like olives in a salad saving you money, but that's why the airlines hire the experts. By thinking out of the box, American Airlines was able to save a lot of money by changing things that most passengers would never even notice. Do you like to fly? What's your favorite part of flying? Or what's the worst thing about flying? Tell us in the comments, and subscribe for more.